Hello ladies and gentlemen, MDFashionCo.collectibles here, and today I have a bit of a story and Quickplay adventures from Quickplay in Aliens Fireteam Elite. We got 3 boys, let's get to it, but first, all the intro. He had a dream to play Aliens Fireteam. He collects themes. He's got high self-esteem. He's credible. He's unforgettable. He's commendable. He's MDFashionCo.collectibles. Okay? He is indeed. So I was queuing up and I decided to play demo because, as y'all boys know, I like to play high damage classes because the name of the game is damage. And I typically play gunner because gunner's my favorite. But I thought, you know what, I'm gonna just switch it up to the minigun toting demo, and luck would have it that we got the best map for demo, in my opinion, and especially the best map for this build. And you're gonna see some crazy rockets in this gameplay. Like, you're gonna see some splash damage you ain't never seen before, and you ain't never seen it on YouTube before unless it's on a video that I made before, because I'm telling you, this micro rockets build is what's up. The splash damage. But I do prefer to play the RPG launcher. If I knew I was playing this map, I would definitely play the RPG launcher too, because it absolutely holds down sections. And this Phalanx, when AFK, you will see. But the other guy who I was playing with, he played very well when it came to clearing the engine parts really quick. You know what I'm saying? And I completely whiffed that one, as you could see. But other than that, everything seems to be going fairly smoothly, other than the fact we have a Phalanx, and that is less than optimal, but it's okay. Boys can play whatever they want. At this difficulty, you can play any class you want, be effective at any class you want, as long as you're shooting your shots at things accurately and consistently. Right? Again, it's about damage. Would it be more optimal if you just played a class like Gunner or Demo? Yes. Would it be more optimal if you played that Recon and we all did the actual strat? Yes. But we can't rely on people from Quickplay to know how to play the game. And also, we don't really need to. If everybody is mildly competent, we can run through these missions quick smart. You heard what I'm saying? Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, indeed. I love this mission. When I first played this mission, I was like, yes, I want to play against zombies. And this part is always a bit of a lull, because you go and emote in here.
What the Remain calm.
Looking back on it, the fact that we had human tanks makes this very very easy, like super easy mode. I don't know why he's using up human tanks, but hey, whatever. I ain't complaining. Alright, coming up here, one of my cues that I do as a demo goes crazy, boy. It hits like 30 things. It kills. Check it out. I really didn't like the minigun to start with, but now I kind of like it. It's very, very powerful. Look at that. Wow. That's a lot of bullets we just saved. Think about that. Think about how many bullets we saved with that. And this Phalanx is using the flamethrower. Which, hey, is fair enough. The flamethrower looks cool.
Fireteam, let's ground this ship.
Try not to break anything, please.
And just because we are about to go to the ammo, I use up all my heavy guns. Yeah, this is by no means an easy mission at the harder difficulties. Those chiggers at the...
Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Yeah, those chiggers at the higher difficulties, they hurt, boy. It ain't no joke.
Signal's closing.
You always want to queue. Yep. Boom. So usually when we do this on the harder ones, I hold the left with a rocket launcher. Yeah, I guess the minigun's alright here. Awesome Q. The Q just does work. Look at that, full stacks. And you really notice the difference when you're shooting a minigun with full stacks versus no stacks. So, but you want the Q to be able to get the stacks, but you also want it to be able to clear the stuff. You want it to do both. And that's why this build is so good. But when they come along the wall here, it becomes a big problem. They just queued to deal with it. Look at that splash. That splash is serious, boy. You gotta work on getting headshots. On the minigun, you have to work on getting headshots, and since it's so inaccurate, it's hard. So the Leon's weak spot is right in its mouth. The very Geiger-esque detail of its mouth. And I say Geiger-esque, which essentially just means it looks like a sexual organ. to get... Yeah. The pup doing some work there, slowing it down. I'm thinking I should play some recon, because the recon can do damage. Can. That's what they say.
The Leon Stalker. That was an Jesus.
Goodness bless the fact that we have another good player here who's doing it fast. But in this situation, I ran ahead and triggered the horde. And then these boys is saying, "Oh, get the health kit, get the health kit." I ain't tripping on that health kit, boy. I just want to finish the mission, you heard? I do it fast, boy. We gotta ground this ship. For real, we gotta ground that ship. See, I'm saving my minigun here for the Leon in the next room. See, they're still all the way back there. I guess he's trying to get Somber Yeti to get the naked. Alright, here's a pro tip coming up here. Check this out. So when they spawn on the roof up there, you can't get a clear shot. So you shoot that, and then the splash from the roof will kill them. Pro tip.
Might we get a closer view of the hologram?
Now this was pretty fun because they were getting, but the Q, my Q, saved my ass so many times here. Because they definitely closed in. Yeah, the Q just saved my ass there. And you can say, oh, you have human tanks, so you're making it easy mode, but it's like, I'm playing very aggressively too. If if you really want to play this game at the highest level, you don't... The Q saves my ass again. You don't do things like this, obviously. I just love playing the pulse rifle. All the other assault rifles actually don't feel as good. They just don't feel as good as the pulse rifle, which is good. When you're doing an aliens game, there's no excuse to not get the pulse rifle right. And what I'm trying to do is get them to all run to the other place and then take on the chiggers, but look at that splash. It's so much fun. I don't see myself playing any build that isn't this one just because it's so much fun. A freaking flip build? Screw that. Often when you go for the flip, right, you get in front of people's shots anyway. Trying to hit the headshots here. I will admit, if you are god level accurate, the Twilight V4 is a better gun. But in a situation like this, I'd much rather have a pulse rifle. Or a minigun. Or just not get into that situation. If you got into that situation in a higher difficulty, you're dead. It's that simple.
The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption. More pathogens.
So we held it down here. I used my minigun because we're so close to the ammo, but it was actually quite difficult to get back to the ammo, as you'll see. Right now a Q sure would be nice. There we go. I used that to try and get some ammo. It don't work though. And I just give up on the ammo there. It's too relentless. Probably should have fired the Q to the left there. The splash probably would have killed the ones on the right, but it's all good. Oh look, the Phalanx is AFK. The AFK Phalanx. And notice how I'm firing the Q as often as I can. I rarely wait for a good shot, like where I'm gonna get max stacks. I just fire it because getting the kills is what matters. We got a flip here. Just getting the damage out there, honestly, and just getting the kills. It's not about getting the optimal Q. You kind of want to make it optimal, but typically it's gonna be up so often due to quick and dirty that you just want to fire it. Excuse me.
That one's too damaged. I do not believe that one is suitable. Core stability confirmed. Stand by.
And this part's kind of weird because sometimes they spawn from the top. Maybe that's only in the harder difficulties, but you have to clear the stuff below. That was not the best Q. But I'm not in a very good position. You'd think this would be a good position, but you actually want to be where that guy is, the Phalanx, or both the other people are in a better position. I should fire off a Q here, yeah. Just get the kills, quick, save the ammo. The Q is one of the best abilities in the game, absolutely. And I was shocked at how many were still here. And look at the shadow work too. The shadows on the wall. See the shadows? Pretty cool.
I can't believe how many have been infected.
I'm standing in the way here too. But then I do kind of strafe to the right there. On these games, I don't really think about it too much. I should though. It's part of the experience. When you're playing on intense, like there is friendly fire. Yeah, so like I stopped shooting there. And that's the question, is it your responsibility or their responsibility to not run in front of you? I think it's more your responsibility to stop shooting, but both, you shouldn't be running in front of people anyway.
Whoa. Is this something we can mess with?
I'm looking forward to the new maps where maybe there aren't sections like this where it's just like, oh, look at this nostalgia. Look at this nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Like where it can just be action, like Horde mode. I love Horde mode.
Great.
And they're all aggroed on me, and these two guys are standing there doing fuck all. because they were all aggroed on me. Because I queued. And then the queue's back up for that. Boom. Now, the pace that Motorbike Lord does, it's just great pace.
On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
So I noticed the chiggers coming and I just queue. Awesome. That's how it's done. And then someone, if we had another demo, he queues the right side. And then... Yep. Now I just focused on clearing stuff here. I'm not sure if these guys are shooting the enzymatic fuel cells, but I'm definitely focusing on the Leon. I think you definitely have to kill this first Leon. Or at least damage him until he runs away and then comes back. But the Q, see how great the Q is in this situation? And I'm just dealing with the Leon in here. And I noticed, yeah, so they must have been killing the things. So while I was just distracting the Leon, they killed the stuff, which is I guess good teamwork in a sense. It worked. So now we just want to run to the other side. And the queue's almost back up, so I'm looking for a target to use. Yeah, so I just fire it down here. Yep, so go for that, then queue the hallway in front. Well, it seems there's nothing there, so that's good. But we did this end so fast. Yeah, there we go. Queue, and then just keep going. So the thing's actually on the other side, so he needs to get it. And I'm looking for it. Yeah, so I assume he's going to get it there. Yeah, we did this really fast at the end. That's exactly... That's how it should be done. And it's over with. So we did the end pretty fast. Good job, boys.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway.
Alright, join the Discord Steam group below, Discord Steam group below, Discord Steam group below, pros only, pros only, pros only gameplay. Gameplay, pros only.
All y'all turn up right now.
If you join the Patreon for $2.50 a month, you get a shout out on the videos and get to go to the Discord channel with the pros. Boys can't comment in or can't chat in unless they part of the Patreon thing. So look down below for the link and tell me what you think, boy.